Is there anything better than this? It don't get much better than this, does it? Wow. Welcome to Bridlington, and I'm here at the harbour, and today I'm going to be trying to get some more waders on the beach. I'm really looking to get Purple Sandpiper. I think I've got Purple Sandpiper. I'm looking almost like right into the sun, so I can't kind of get any detail. It's really hard to see, but there's a group of at least 20 little waders here, Turnstones in there. But another one just shot out, kind of from behind this harbour wall, shot out to join them on this seaweed, and it just looked a different shape, and its bill looks slightly different. The Purple Sandpipers, the bills are kind of, they're slightly turned, slightly curved downwards, and it just looked different. I think that was a Purple Sandpiper. I'm almost shooting directly into the sun. The light is just terrible, so there's not really much value in trying to get closer to photograph them. So I think I'm just going to use this opportunity just to watch the behaviour. So I just went closer and I just grabbed a couple of shots, partly just so I could see exactly what it was, and I think that was a Purple Sandpiper. So what I've done now is just get round to the other side of where I was. So I was kind of shooting towards the sun. I basically come round to the other side. If you see that little bit in the middle, that little bit is just sticking out, that's where the birds were. That's where the birds still are now. But as you can see, well, you can see the sea. Basically I can't get round there at the moment because it's not gone out far enough. I have got myself onto the beach now, much happier in this environment. That's where I want to be. So I'm going to go, eventually when the tide goes out, I can move in that direction. Hopefully the sandpipers are still there. But whilst I got down to this first stretch of beach I've come down to, there is just stuff everywhere. There's loads of gulls, but there's turnstones. There is Redshank literally right in front of me now. So it would be rude not to photograph them. Redshank. Cool. I'm sinking. Today I'm using the trusty frypod. One of my viewers, if you're watching, thank you for that suggestion, and I've nicked that word. I've stolen it ever since, so I call this the frypod. Please don't sue me. Yeah, so it's a ball head on a frying pan. I've talked about it in another video. I don't think it works too well with a gimbal. I found it works really well on the ball head. And finally I've got where I wanted to be. You see now the tide's largely gone out. There's just like a little bit. That's not going to take long at all, but the tide's mostly gone out, so I can get on there. And the sun from here, you see my shadow, tiny bit of shadow, is almost right behind me. I really wanted to get back to this spot, and the reason is because of those purple sandpipers. I think this is going to be the best place to try and get them. I don't think they like as much the open beach, like the Sanderlings and the Turnstones. I think you tend to find them closer to the harbour wall in that environment with the rocks. There's a lot of seaweed and barnacle on there. So after all that, dog walker just basically put the birds up, and you know, they've gone now. So to be fair, he did apologise, which is nice. They should come back. So there's it's like one massive patch of seaweed, and they seem to love it, and I think they'll come back here. So just a case of waiting. In fact, the Turnstones are actually not much further out. They've just gone a little bit further out. Getting a bit cold now. I can see just like about 3-4 turnstones just on the other side of this kind of jetty on these rocks, coming up, just slowly coming up, closer and closer. Oh, my crotch is so wet. Oh my god, those turnstones are so close, that's crazy. Oh my god. Stunning. Absolutely stunning. Yeah. Anyway, I've moved just like down below this jetty I was talking about. They seem to be walking along there, including the sandpipers, so I've come down here. Actually, there's a lot of birds. Wow. I've come down here in the hope they're just going to keep coming, and I'm lying down. They're not going to be bothered. I'm kind of using a semi-automatic exposure, so today I'm using manual exposure with automatic ISO, which I hardly ever do, but because I've had kind of directional light and changeable light, and it just gives me a bit less to think about, so I can select the shutter speed and the aperture, which I've gone for about 1,000th f5.6, sometimes faster than 1,000th, and then the ISO is just going to change. Oh god, is there anything better than this? You don't get much better than this, does it? Wow. Oh my word. I have to plan so much for this kind of shoot. It's really important I don't miss anything. The clothing, you notice I've got like these deer stalkers on. They have a good lining as well. I mean, I'm still a bit cold, but I just can't have a camera bag on here. It's just not practical. You need to be as light as you possibly can with minimum equipment, but you need somehow to carry it all. So one of the things I do is use a bum bag. Of course, if you do it on the usual way around, it's useless at the front. So I just turn it around, so when I'm lying down, it's on my back, so it's out of the way. It's a load of cloud come over, so and another dog. I don't know how much longer I've got because the light's going to start going now pretty fast, I think. I've no idea what time it is because I haven't checked the time once since I got here, but maybe it's about 2:30. I don't know. Do I wait it out a bit? Should I wait a bit more? You know, do the proper wildlife photographer thing and stay forever and get cold and not eat or pit. It's quite a while since I did this, and I really wanted to come back and make this vlog, and I know it's been a while since I've done an in the field vlog like this, but this is just this has been a blast. I've loved it. I got one picture of a purple sandpiper, which is not amazing, but I don't care. It was just good fun. Just to see them and learn a little bit more about them, and some nice turnstone pictures as well. If you enjoyed this video, then click on the video on the screen, which is me basically doing a very, very similar thing. but getting better pictures of turnstones here on this beach. And if you're not subscribed, please click the subscribe button, but make sure you click the bell icon next to it so you'll be notified every time I make a new video. And I'll see you somewhere in nature sometime soon.